Your Father in heaven has been watching over you since the beginning of time. Long before you were born, before you took your first breath, before you ever knew the meaning of struggle, pain, or joy, He formed you with His own hands. He shaped your heart, your mind, and your soul with a purpose so deep, so profound, that even the angels marveled at what He had planned. You are not here by accident. You were never a mistake. You were never forgotten. Your Heavenly Father has written your name in the book of eternity, and today, He has an urgent message just for you. You may have been feeling lost. You may have been carrying burdens that feel too heavy to bear. There are moments when life feels like a storm, where the waves crash against you, and you wonder if you will ever find solid ground again. But listen, God sees you. He knows what you are going through. Every silent tear you have shed, He has counted. Every prayer whispered in the dark, He has heard. You have not been abandoned. You have not been overlooked. Right now, in this very moment, your Father in heaven is reaching out to you, calling you closer because something is about to change. Heaven is moving. Things are shifting in the spiritual realm. What once felt impossible is about to become reality. The very chains that have held you back are being broken. The doors that seemed locked forever are beginning to open. The things you thought would never change are being transformed before your eyes. But you must listen. You must prepare your heart. Your Father is speaking, and His words carry the power to shift your destiny. My beloved child, He says, I have never left you. I have never turned away from you. Even when you doubted, even when you questioned, even when you felt unworthy of my love, I was there. I walked beside you in the valleys. I covered you in the storms. I lifted you up when you had no strength left to stand. Do not believe the lies that tell you I am distant. Do not let fear convince you that I have forgotten you. You are mine, and I am yours, now and forever. There is something incredible on the horizon, a breakthrough unlike anything you have ever experienced before. This is not just another moment. This is a divine turning point. Your Father has seen your faithfulness. He has seen your perseverance, your endurance, your heart that refuses to give up. And now He is about to reward you. Heaven is aligning things in your favor. The very things that were working against you are about to be used for your good. The trials that seemed like they would break you are the very things that will elevate you. The pain that tried to bury you is going to become the foundation for your greatest blessing. But He is asking you to trust Him, to let go of the fear, the doubt, the worry that has been weighing you down. He is asking you to step forward in faith, to believe that His promises are true, that His word never fails. You do not need to have it all figured out. You do not need to know exactly how everything will unfold. You only need to trust that your Father in heaven is guiding every step, preparing every path, and making a way where there seems to be no way. The enemy will try to make you doubt. He will whisper lies into your heart, telling you that you are not enough, that you are too broken, that you will never see the promises of God come to pass. But the enemy is afraid. He sees what is coming. He knows that God's favor is upon you. He knows that the moment you fully embrace God's plan, nothing will be able to stop you. That is why He tries to distract you, to discourage you, to make you feel as if you are fighting a losing battle. But you must stand firm. You must declare the truth. Your Father has already won the victory. The urgency of this message is not just about what is coming. It is about how you respond. Will you receive it? Will you open your heart to the transformation that God is bringing? Will you let go of the old, the broken, the things that no longer serve you, so that you can step fully into the new life He has prepared for you? This is a defining moment. Right now, heaven is watching. The angels are preparing to move. The breakthrough you have been waiting for is closer than you realize. And your Father in heaven is calling your name. He is saying, "Do not fear. Do not doubt. I am with you. I am leading you. And what is coming next is beyond anything you have ever imagined." Your Father in heaven is not done speaking. He has more to reveal, more to pour into your heart, and more to prepare you for. This moment you are in is sacred. It is a turning point, a divine invitation into something greater than you have ever known. He is calling you deeper, beyond the surface, beyond the distractions, beyond the noise of the world, into a place where His presence is undeniable. Can you feel it? The shift is happening. The spiritual realm is stirring. Heaven is moving on your behalf. And what is coming is more than just a blessing. It is a transformation. "My child," your Father whispers, "you have been waiting. You have been holding on. You have endured more than you thought you could bear. But I have seen it all. I have counted every moment of pain, every tear that has fallen from your eyes, every time you chose faith even when everything in you wanted to give up. And now, my beloved, I am responding, not in a small way, not in a way that the world would expect, but in a way that only I can. I am about to release an outpouring of favor upon your life, a flood of blessings that will overflow in ways you never imagined. The heaviness you have carried, the burdens that have weighed on your heart, are being lifted. Your Father is removing the chains, breaking the barriers, tearing down the walls that have kept you from stepping into your divine destiny. He is taking what was meant for harm and turning it into your testimony. The pain that tried to silence you will be the very thing that amplifies your voice. The struggles that threaten to destroy you will be the very foundation on which He builds your strength. The enemy thought he had won, but he underestimated the power of the God who fights for you. The angels have been dispatched. Right now, they are moving in the unseen, setting things into motion, arranging divine appointments, aligning opportunities that will catapult you into the purpose for which you were created. Some of these opportunities will not look the way you expected them to. Some doors may not open in the way you had envisioned. But trust this, every single thing is working together for your good. The hand of God is in every detail, orchestrating a masterpiece that will leave you in awe. There is no mistake in God's plan. What seemed like delays were actually divine preparation. What seemed like setbacks were actually setups for something greater. You are stepping into a season where the things that once felt impossible will become effortless, where what once seemed distant will suddenly be within reach, where what once made you feel small will be the very thing that elevates you. This is not just a new chapter, it is a new book. Your story is being rewritten, not by the hands of the world, but by the hands of your Father, the one who holds all things together. Do not let fear rob you of what is coming. Do not let doubt convince you to shrink back. The enemy knows how close you are. He sees what is happening in the spirit. He sees the doors opening, the chains breaking, the miracles unfolding, and he is terrified. That is why he is trying to distract you, to discourage you, to make you question if you are truly worthy of what God is about to do. But hear this, You are worthy because God has called you worthy. You are chosen because God has set you apart. You are ready because God has prepared you for this moment. Your Father in heaven is not just giving you a blessing. He is giving you an assignment. The gifts He is releasing into your life are not just for you. They are meant to overflow, to touch those around you, to bring light to the places that have been covered in darkness. He is raising you up, not for your own glory, but for His. And as you walk forward in faith, as you step boldly into the doors He is opening, you will see His hand move in ways you never imagined. Do not be afraid to let go of the past. The pain, the regrets, the mistakes, the moments you wish you could change, leave them in the hands of your Father. He is not holding them against you. He is not looking at you with disappointment. He is looking at you with love, with grace, with a heart full of plans that are beyond anything you have ever dreamed. He is calling you forward into the new, into the greater, into the miraculous. This is your time. This is your moment. Heaven's gifts are ready to arrive in your life, and nothing can stop what God has set in motion. Your Father has spoken. The angels are moving. The breakthrough is coming. The only question left is, are you ready to receive it? This is the moment where your faith meets your destiny. This is the moment where you take hold of what God has been preparing for you all along. Step forward. Walk boldly. Trust completely. Your Father in heaven is waiting, and the best is yet to come.